More moms would go to jail for murder.
Who they killing?
Little kids.
What?
Yeah. Shut up. Welcome to the Real and Real Pod. I am here with my sleepy co-host Eve.
And hot. Well,
Yeah.
not hot, warm.
Warm, slightly warm.
Yeah.
Humid.
Yeah, a little humid.
A little humid. Okay. Here on the Real and Real Pod, we take a concept or character from a movie and ask the question, what if it or they were in the real world? We take 5 minutes to come with 3 points each, and then we discuss. Eve, tell us what the question is today.
The question is, what if women were the only ones who had the ability to fight?
I chose this life. And someday, it's going to get me killed.
This is in honor of Atomic Blonde. Are you looking forward to this movie?
Not looking forward to it, but I would see it in theaters. And then again, no. Because now that I remember the preview, I didn't like the fighting, so it really wouldn't be worth it.
I am not looking forward to seeing this movie. I am going to see it next Wednesday, which is about 2 weeks before it comes out. By the time you guys are hearing this episode is recorded like 2 weeks old. But
Somebody asked me that. They were like, "So how y'all be seeing all these movies?" I was like, "No, I don't."
I do.
He's like, it seems like you're be on it. Yeah.
Now you guys know we recorded these way in the future,
Right.
And
Fun fact: if you didn't know, podcasts are usually pre-recorded.
yeah, there you go. Here's an insight. Here's a little podcast insight.
Right.
We record these way early so we can get them out. Also, we have to record them way early because we have different schedules, and because we don't really have a giant Patreon following that people just help us support us, we have to cram a lot of the recording at one time, and therefore we have to cover a couple weeks ahead rather than just, the thing that's coming out.
Yours sounded so much more pleasant than what I would have said.
I'm sure it was. But yeah, so I'm supposed to see this movie next Wednesday, which is 2 weeks before y'all get to see it. When this episode is coming out, I saw this in the past. I'm going to say, I'm going to say that I wasn't looking forward to it. The fighting looks kind of I don't like the way they just freeze and are just like waiting to get hit. I'm not feeling that. It looks like it will be entertaining itself with the dialogue itself. I don't like this calling her the female 007. 007 does not fight like that. She's
Right.
more like John Wick or maybe Jason Bourne.
Oh yeah, Jason Bourne.
Yeah, not 007 whatsoever. Especially the recent movies. He just doesn't fight like that. Now I'm going to guess what I'm going to say. This is so there you go. It was all right. I didn't hate it, but it won't be at like my top by the end of the year. There was this one part, I won't spoil it for you, but it's pretty funny. There's a really part that just made
At least
me,
that one.
Yeah, that one part that made me crack out loud.
I was going to say, fun fact, based off the trailer, because there's a part where the car flips over and she like does some maneuver
with the seatbelt.
Yeah. That is how stunt doubles, if they're in a car and they have to get to flip or whatever, stunt doubles will crash the car, grab onto the seat across from you, clearly, or next to you, grab onto the seatbelt as hard as you can and hold yourself. That way your body doesn't really move anywhere. You'll be sore like a mother, but...
Well, if you're a professional stunt driver, I assume...
You'll still be sore.
I assume you have lots of padding, and... It doesn't go as fast
They do
as...
a little bit of padding.
Yeah.
Well, some, because it only depends, depending on what the shot needs to look like.
I'm sure nowadays it's just so... I mean, personally, I don't think anything's going to be as bad as what I heard from not the Lone Ranger, that was a whole...
The Lone Wolf.
The Last Survivor? Lost Survivor. The war movie with Mark Wahlberg. Go look up where he's a military guy. Not war. Yeah, he's in the war. In military. I think it's like Last Survivor or something like that. But anyway, those stunt guys actually just... Like, there's a scene in the movie where they're at the edge of a cliff and they're being chased. And then so they're like, what are we going to do? Oh, we got to jump off the cliff. So they jump off and like roll down the hill and they get hit. Like they crash into trees
Oh my
and
God.
like smack their bodies and stuff. So the thing was, they were like, okay, we can't really set up harnesses and stuff. So maybe like, how could we do this? They're like, we just really
stuffed
just gotta,
animal?
no, you got to jump. And the real military guys were there that were a part of it. And they were like, yeah, we just jumped. So the stunt doubles didn't want to let the military people down because they were all like, America. So they jumped off of this cliff.
Oh, no.
And fell down. There were people with broken ribs, broken legs. I don't think anyone died, but everyone had injuries, right?
Oh, no.
And they did it twice. And it looked very real. Of course it looked real because it was really real.
Right.
So people watching this like, oh, this is so realistic. Oh, the CGI is great. No, it's just real. They really jumped off the cliff.
Oh.
But it was an awesome movie. I love that movie. but yeah, this movie, I'm going to say, yeah, that one part was pretty funny. Yeah. I'm not saying go out and see it. Or maybe I am. Who knows?
We'll see.
We'll see. In about...
Are you seeing this emojis one?
I haven't got it past that. So, let's get on with it. The question was, what if only women had the ability to fight? 3 points in 5 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're back. Remember, guys, you can find us on iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Instagram.
In my pants. Don't take that out.
No, keeping it in there.
No, wait.
Keeping it in there. Keeping it in there. So, the question was... Eve is tired, so she says random stuff, so we're going to keep that in there. The question was, what if only women had the ability to fight? Ladies first.
Oh my goodness. First point, obvious as I don't know what. The death toll of women would go up. Because for some reason, and I don't know why, but us women, right? Women, you listening? I hope so. But we have this issue where we can't get along, or another woman is mad at another woman because she's doing good in life, or she happens to have the man that she might want but he didn't want you, or we're competitive for no reason, or petty for no reason, and just act like children in high school that just don't know how to just resolve issues and talk with logic and sense and
common sense.
Common sense, but common sense is not so
and Logic,
common.
the rapper.
Oh, funny.
Thank you. I ain't talked for a while. I want to give some input.
But yeah, women are very separated, it seems, and for that, if they're the only ones who have the ability to fight like her and like Chicken Atomic Blonde, women would end up dying.
I think that men do the same thing, as in like they be in their feelings and they don't really get along. Difference is. Men will be like, no, they'll just won't go around that person.
Right.
The women will go around that person.
Right.
Some women, not all, not to stereotype everybody.
Right. No, it's not everybody.
But yeah, as a majority will go around that person and still talk stuff about the men. They'll be like, nah, I ain't cool with him.
I said, and then just go like,
yeah, just I ain't cool. I don't feel like
it just seems like they are able to just let it roll off there. Like, oh,
they don't. They just don't. Women can speak on it, men just don't. So it's like a benefit in that aspect, but it's also negative when it comes to other things you're trying to speak on. When men just don't like, oh, I don't feel like playing basketball with him. Oh, why?
I don't like him.
Just don't, not feeling them. And then you walk away. Or they're like, okay, cool. And they don't ask like, why, what happened?
Right.
Oh, let me tell you.
Right.
He did this on the basketball court, and then he did this. Yeah, like that. So I can see that. That makes sense. A lot of dying women.
A lot of dying women.
Cool.
A lot of brawls.
Is broad an offensive term?
No. Oh, broad?
Broad. I know there's a show called Broad City. So, when I first saw it, I was like, wait, is that offensive? But they said it themselves.
Some women are sensitive to it, but it's just...
The reason I was going to ask is you said brawls, and my following joke was going to be broad brawls.
Oh, that's funny.
It sounds like it'd be good.
That would be good. But I guess
I wanted to make sure before I insulted someone, I apologize.
Because I've been called a broad before. And that was because I remember my cousin. So FIFA used to call me that. But it was, for me, it was nothing. I didn't care. I'm like, I know he's not being derogatory, he's not being offensive. Like, we'll be arguing, play fighting, oh, whatever, broad, or be quiet, broad, or something like that, just whatever. And one time she heard him call me that, and she was like, oh, so you're not being, I thought that's a little,
It's a weird word.
Yeah.
It sounds very,
Yeah, and that's what she took it. And she was just like, and he's like, no. And she's like, well, I know that because I know you. Like, she knew FIFA. So she was like, oh, just like, when I heard it, I was like, oh, well, that's a little rude. And that's how it was. And I was like, I didn't think nothing about it. Like, so,
Well, I don't know. I don't use the term. I don't use any term for women.
No, you just come up with names.
Yeah, that I call people in my life.
Yeah.
Well, I don't call people by their names. So if I care about you, you're getting called something else. But okay, moving on.
Yeah,
moving on to
women
my
death.
My next point is that
Your
there will
first
be.
point.
My first point is that there will be a lot more security in shopping stores.
For sales.
No,
Just in
period.
general.
Just for general, because women get a little bit like, nah, I had that first. I had that first. Now, here's the thing. These security guards
Are women.
are still men.
Oh.
But, like we said, only women can fight. Mm-hmm. But they will be very fat security guards, okay? They can't fight back. They'll just get in the way with all their fluff, okay, to block all the fighting. And it maybe not hurt as much because they got the fluff on. We'll probably have some, like, type of layer of extra fluff, maybe a giant jacket or a puff thing around
So they can
them.
suffocate?
They can still breathe.
I mean, all that heat?
It'll be a coolant system like they do in
Oh,
mascots.
Yeah. Oh, they have those in there?
Some of them, yeah, they do.
I guess it was just cheap, huh? Remember our book fairs?
We had a mascot?
Not a mascot, but like people would have to dress up as like Clifford and stuff.
No.
Oh.
That was before technology, I assume.
Clearly.
Yeah, I don't
Because I
know.
had to wear that Clifford outfit one time. Well, not had to, but I chose
Were you
to.
on all fours or was it just his head?
It was the whole
And your
body.
hand was his...
Yeah, like my hands, I didn't have to be on all fours. I stood on
I
my
feel
legs.
like to be dedicated to the role, it should have been on all
Nah.
fours. Or at least have it where your feet were... And the back was the back was fours. I mean, it was all fours, but the back were just like some type of wood pieces. And your feet just...
Oh,
walk
looks
the
like...
front.
Ew.
So it looks like he's on all fours, but you're really in the head. I mean, give me that.
I was just trying to get out of class.
I look at the cartoon. Clifford ain't walking on 2 feet. I better not go to book fair and see Clifford walking on 2 feet. I'm just saying. Barney made sense. He was always on 2 feet. Okay, he was never
Barney.
on 4. So yeah, I'm just saying that didn't make any sense. Where were we?
Your point.
Yeah, fat people. Okay, fat men,
Fat
large
security
men
guards.
will be security guards in shopping places to stop women from fighting over certain things. Because I think that the knowledge of knowing you can fight, you go into it quicker. I think I think automatically, even though you might not be a violent person, I'm not saying that all women are violent people. It's just that sometimes when you have something, you go to it quicker. It's like when I buy something. I could buy a stapler. I'm looking for any excuse to staple something at that point because I like getting new things. I'm like, I bought something new. Let me make it work. Click, click.
Okay.
Like anything like, oh, I got a shower rack. I'm going to put it up there. I might have already took a shower that day to go out to use the shower rack. I mean, to go out to buy the shower rack. But now I put it at home. Let me test it out. Time to take a shower.
No.
Take out my clothes. There you go. I like using things. So I think women will be like, oh, I have this fighting technique inside me. Time to break it out. Bam, 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 bam. My blouse. Snitch. You know what word she would
I
have
think
said.
that was a good point.
Yep.
Horrible analogy.
No, I think it all fit. I think it all fit very well.
Be like, no, it's like, oh, you know what? I just bought this razor. I ain't got no hair.
I do that
so
too.
I'm just gonna shave nothing.
I'm ashamed. Because I need it. Because I bought it. I want to play. Like every day when I buy something, it's like Christmas. That's why I suggest people, when you order something offline, pick the longest time for it to get to you.
No.
So it's like a surprise when it comes to you. Like, well, you got Amazon Prime. We all on your Amazon Prime level. You get stuff in 2 days. I don't get stuff in 2 days, which I might need you to buy me something soon. What's your next point?
Oh, that was all for yours?
Not a lot going on there.
Okay. Mine is super easy. All schools would have to be separated by gender.
What is that supposed to help?
The
Because
little
the girls
boys-
will still get in fights.
Well, yeah, the girls can fight, but see, we're prepared for that. This
Oh,
school,
because they can fight each other. It's
Right,
the same
instead of fighting
type
the
of,
boys.
Like, No, I'm
Right.
saying it's the same type of
Playing
on the
field.
same playing field. Men, boys, no, they can't.
They're not
They don't
ready.
know. I don't know how to do.
Exactly.
They'll never be ready.
They'll never be ready.
No.
They'll never be as ready as
A lot of rapes.
Exactly. Right. You know, so that way they aren't taken advantage of. You know, they aren't hurt. They aren't gonna,
Boys
'cause-
playing basketball and then
Right.
ball. You tripped my boyfriend. Go out there,
Right. Or the whole, oh, she hit you because she like you, but instead she like gives
Oh
you
my
concussion.
gosh!
Because she doesn't
I didn't
realize-
think about that. Like a guy pulling a girl's pigtails and then her turning around
Oh.
like, "Well, bam! It's like, I really liked you."
Now-
What was that for?
Right. So to
that
protect the
sounds
boys.
horrible. Yeah. I'm all behind this. Save us, please. My goodness.
Yes.
Ooh, so many babies not being born because she's getting judo chopped into privates. Just Yeah, man.
You know, I used to have a bad habit of kicking guys in the nuts. I know it's bad now.
cashews.
Yeah, just clean, just out of enjoyment. I just...
You got problems. My only thing I did to girls, which should be looked at as wrong, is I popped their bras.
I hate it when guys did that.
I know, it was bad.
It was.
And I did it. I don't know why. I think I did it because someone else did it. Peer pressure. And then I was like, oh, this is a thing girls like. What? This is show
I
them
think I did just because I was violent.
I like them. Psh, yeah, girl, I like you.
The way you look at me.
Thank you.
I like the time you spend.
No, it's
baby.
we spend, not
we
you.
We spend, baby.
Uh-huh.
I like what we have grown to
Nope, come
be.
to be. Anyway,
I like it, girl. Don't you know I like it? When I think of
can we
you.
please? Whose point was it?
I was still on mine.
Go.
Yes, with the separation of schools by
Okay.
gender.
Okay.
Oh, no, the kicking in the nuts. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, I think I just did it because I was violent. I was an angry little thing, you know? And I just...
Because you were getting teased.
No, the boys never teased me.
No, I meant by the girls. So you kicked the boys in the nuts because that's the only thing you knew could harm someone. It's an inner
Projecting
turmoil.
my
on the
rage
boys
on
and the
guys.
boys that liked you and had crushes on you. I think
They didn't
Eve
after that.
likes me because she hit me in the nuts. My cashews are bruised.
Nah, they just knew it would just happen.
Cashews are bruised.
Why is that funny?
It rhymes.
Oh,
Bruised cashews.
okay. I'm happy they gave you
I'm
a chuckle.
tired.
I'm happy they gave you a chuckle.
I'm so tired. But bruised cashews was pretty
You
good.
about to say cues with the bruise?
Cues with the bruise.
Cues with the bruise. That's what you're about to say. Oh, what is your second point?
My second point is that more moms would go to jail for murder.
Who they killing? Oh,
Little kids.
What?
Yeah.
I was thinking you were gonna say maybe like other parents.
No, like I said, my dad once came to the school and talked to some little boy when I was like in elementary or something. Don't you dare. A mom coming down there, she's gonna kill a kid, kill an administrator or a teacher. You gonna let this happen to my baby? Within the administrator, the man will die. Like, too many murders.
Who's to
in
say
jail.
she's not finding another woman? Because
That too, but I'm saying like there are men teachers. Okay,
yes,
there we
but
go.
it's dominated by women.
Not necessarily.
No,
Yes, it is
facts.
probably.
Yeah.
It's probably true.
Like,
but there
yes,
are men teachers.
yes.
Okay, I had a couple.
But think about it. How many times did you have an issue with your man teacher, your male teacher?
My man. Tell me about your man teacher. He was quite lovely.
Because I can say any teacher I didn't like.
I had a teacher that it was two man teachers in one room, okay, teaching history. One was white, one was black, right? So the white guy would come up there, talk all cool. He's just a nice guy. He's just laid back. But the black guy was kind of scorned, right? So he was always like, let me tell you about the injustice of the black man and what's going on in the history
right there and be like...
And the other one's still right. They weren't gone. They were still in the room. He's just sitting there like, okay. So we're like, what is the test going to be about? So let me tell you about the black power and what really happened. So he'd be like the white teacher would be like, okay, so this is what happened when the Pilgrims came over, and this is. He would tell us the truth, right? The other one's like, let me tell you the nitty gritty of what happened. And
my ancestors was there.
My great grandfather told my great grandfather and passed it on down to me. Tell the story. He got punched in the face when he was trying to give him some grits and eggs, like something like that, some random stuff.
I can't. Why not more women would go to jail, or more mothers would go to jail? Oh, David's laughing.
Because it was such a dumb class. I remember the white teacher, one time he taught by himself, and it was funny because he was like, I think he got a call, right? And I was like, somebody's getting a phone call in the class, right? Because I was just that way. And I was like,
still are.
might be a booty call. And then...
Did you say that in class?
Yeah, I think I did.
Oh, my goodness.
I think I might have said that. I don't remember. But here's what happened, what made mine less offensive. Then one of my close friends, the first friend I ever had at that school, said, ew, old white saggy balls.
Oh, my... Yeah, that destroyed that. I don't even remember what you said now. Like, Johnny! Like, he said something too. No, he didn't. Oh, my goodness. I can't.
It was so funny. funny. I don't even remember anybody else laughed. I laughed because that was hilarious because it was like on the same beat. I loved it.
Oh.
He was like, go outside.
That's all you can say. You can't say nothing else because he probably wanted to be like, that was actually good.
No, he wanted us out to talk to him.
Oh.
It was so funny. It
Like,
was so
Johnny, that
funny.
was inappropriate.
I loved him. Sad moment, he passed away. But
Aww.
yeah, he passed away. But he was like my first friend of the school. But it was so funny. It was hilarious. It was life. I think I remember that more. And I never, I try not to tell that story because it is somewhat offensive, but I never care because it was him. And because he passed away, I'm like, you know what? I'm telling, in honor, I don't care. It was so hilarious.
Because he's probably still laughing.
Yeah, he's probably still laughing. Because that is so funny.
That is, I would have died. I would have died.
It was so funny. But yeah. So I love having my male and my male teachers.
I think every teacher I can say I know I did not like was female.
I can say that most of my teachers that I liked were female, and that's mainly because, how do I put this in a nice way?
They're attractive.
No, I mean my effect on them.
Oh,
Where I don't sound like a whore.
Well, you were a child, so still.
I was charming as a child. I was a charming child. There you go. And I could charm my way out of
Charlie.
I could charm my way out of a lot of things. Now, not everything. Some teachers were strict. But to give an example, or I just lie through something, or I was trying to think of other than say BS through something, because then now kids will ask parents, what does that mean?
Hey, teach them now before somebody else does.
I don't think that's how it works.
Well, no, because then that way they know.
Hey, I'm going to teach you about rape right now.
Oh my God!
Before somebody else does, open your legs. What? No.
Why did we go so left? I'm thinking. Yes, you can taste.
Hey, I don't want you to learn
wine.
about drugs on the streets. Just crack, snort it, not never do it again.
I'm thinking, yes, this is wine. Taste it in the household so you don't get wasted.
Hey, Jimmy, you're 5 years old. Time to learn about weed.
Oh my goodness.
But I either charm them or for some reason they like me. I don't know why. One lady, literally Jamaican lady, couldn't understand a word she said. This girl took a marker off her desk for 10 to 15 minutes. Went ham on that marker. Was like, how you gonna take a marker off my desk? What's wrong with you? Do I take things off your desk? Do I come to your class and take things off your desk? Went on and on and on. I knocked her plug out of her computer. Lost all her information. She's like, it's okay, sit down.
Oh my God.
Either you really like me or really hated her. I had a 27 in that woman's class. As a grade.
Oh my God.
I graduated with a B. I don't know how that happened. Because I didn't understand a word that woman said.
You get that last test curve like no other. And this is 50% of your grade. This is the last chance we're trying to get y'all to pass.
The biggest curve like a rainbow. Whoop. And then one teacher, she was really nice to me or whatever, and I could charm the mess out of her. She passed away too, which is sad. But we had to do an assignment. I completely forgot. I asked somebody for their note cards, just blank ones. I was like, I'm going to go off this and act like I'm flipping through them. And I was just kind of charming her the whole time. She's like, that was a great report. I was like, thank you. Thank you so much. But I've done, tip to kids, okay? Tip to all kids doing classwork.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, no. When it comes to reading assignments and then y'all go over in the class, the story or whatever it is, just read the first couple pages. If it's a lot of pages, just read the first couple pages. The teacher always asks the question in order of what happens in the story.
In the book.
Raise your hand.
In the beginning.
In the beginning as much as possible. After a while, they will say, okay, I'm going to pick somebody else. You've answered enough. Does anybody else have the answer? And then if they come back to you and you're like, I don't want to embarrass these people. Yo, anybody else? I'm done embarrassing. That's it. That's it. You're good. You are gold for so long.
That's actually funny.
It works. Trust me.
Yeah.
It works. But
it seems like you already know. Be well, you answered.
Yeah, you answered these, you must have read the rest.
of it,
I didn't read the rest. I don't know anything.
Oh, or go to sparknotes.com.
But it always doesn't work because the beginning doesn't always have all the details. It just has the plot points in the actual story. It doesn't have so what did he tell his brother and sister? No, I ain't got time for that.
I realized, why did they say I'm a grade on a curve? Because they always said that mainly when it was essay test type thing.
Curve means the suckiest person and everyone else gets a little,
From there. But I'm bruh, if I have to write out what I need to say, right? I got to be right up in there somewhere.
Not necessarily.
I mean, I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, you can.
Warm.
One time I didn't know the answer for something. I wrote nonsense. Like, when I tell you nonsense, I wrote something like, so I don't know the answer to this. How are you doing today? I was just writing. I'm like,
God.
You doing pretty okay? I think I passed because she was like, you didn't get the answer, but that made me laugh. So I gave you some extra points for the essay portion. I mean, I do stuff like that all the time. That's another tip. Do that if you don't know the answer. Write a little note to the teacher. A little funny note. Help,
like,
you know,
no.
like, how hope your day's doing well. I heard you're getting a divorce.
Like,
I'm
trying
sorry to
not
hear
to
that.
fail this. But I just, the one
I'm racking my
question-
brain. This is the one question I do not know. Like, tell the truth and be like, I was studying all night, and then my mom, you know, she's just going through it. You know,
I can't.
you know all that. Anyway, who's point?
Oh, I think it's mine. I think it's my last
Anyway,
point.
yeah. What's your last point?
You gonna say something about this, but I don't care. Because I like it. All right?
Okay. Why you gotta be all hatred? Did we get married and then they're like, you gonna say something about my dress, but I don't care. I picked it out.
Right.
And I'm wearing it to your mama funeral. What? Why is it peacock red? Because I ain't like that.
Oh,
Like,
my goodness.
Okay, gosh.
But you can't wear red to the funeral?
What? What? Does it represent the blood that bled out of them when they got shot?
I've seen other things than black. I've seen like white, you know.
White to a funeral? I guess
Blue.
as in like holiness or an angel. But red, I think that's kind of depressing, or I mean, just wrong.
Red is depressing, but black though.
I think like canary yellow would be odd, red would be odd, orange would be odd.
I think canary yellow would be a little too much.
Hey guys, it's a funeral!
Right, like a little.
Time to party. What's your last point that I'm not gonna like? But
Right.
you're gonna do
My
it
last
anyway.
point is that women would take over the world and enslave all men and only use them for procreation.
I don't think that's a bad
Or in
point.
entertainment too.
I don't fully believe it. I like what you're saying. Mm-hmm. I don't agree with everything. The
enslaving
portion. No, I believe that part.
Oh, okay.
That's the part I actually believe. It's the only use them from procreation part. Because I believe that some women like you. You wouldn't only use a man for procreation because you like the company of a guy just to hang out and joke with. Women usually get on your nerves. So, yeah, exactly. So if you didn't, I mean, other than you being alone, which you like and enjoy, if you wanted some other interaction, like, I kind of want to go hang out with some guys. Right. So that's,
let me go to the dungeons.
Yeah,
Go to the
my
dungeons.
dungeon pals. Hey, he's back. What's
Hey,
up?
what's up, guys?
Anyway.
Women taking over the world.
Yeah. Okay.
Beyonce.
My last point is that teachers would get paid more.
Why?
Because they have more than one job. They
Why?
are now MMA fighters.
The women teachers.
The women teachers, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The men teachers will also get paid more. Because they're announcers.
Oh my goodness.
For the fights. And fights would take place in more than Vegas, like more happen more often.
They do.
And teachers would become popular and famous. I want to take I was trying to think of a teachery name, Flackstone or something. I want to take Miss Flackstone's class because she took down your teacher. It's like, I don't care. My teacher gave us a curve on the grade. Like something like that.
Oh, what about that being a requirement? You have to go through this MMA. There you go. That's why I'm missing.
I'm like, are you spelling out ma'am?
Right.
Is that what you're trying to spell?
MMA fighting to get the job. After we go through your credentials.
Nah. Because then you get paid on that. I think teachers just have that as a side job. Like people who are strippers on the side. MMA is their side hustle.
Yeah.
And they get paid more. And people appreciate them more.
But I don't think it should be MMA. I think it should just be wrestling.
No, they're like fighting off of like the girl in Atomic Blonde. That's MMA. That's using all your body model.
But
wrestling is like
you're gonna be put out of commission at some point. Like
you come to school with some cash, you'll be fine. I know a teacher that had broke ribs and still taught. We did not like her. She was a nice teacher. She loved her some Nickelback. But the problem was, you never had a sick day. I don't want you to get sick as a teacher. I just enjoy it when you're not there. Even if you're a great teacher, it's just good to have a day off.
Unless
just
you
a
have
break.
that sub that actually wants you to do work.
They suck.
And I'd be like, bruh,
They
really?
suck. I wish I could visually show y'all how the best sub ever was. Because he wasn't good. He was just hilarious to watch. Because the computer screen was right up on his face. and he typed with both his index fingers. No, both his index fingers.
Oh, just
his pointers, and then he would put one finger down and touch the key and look down as he typed it, and then look back at the screen, make sure it went in, and then use the other hand to type the other side with the key and look back up. So it took forever for him to write anything. It was hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah. Other than him, I might love you as a teacher. I'm like, bro, I still need a break. I still need a break. Give me some timeout time, okay, from you. She would not miss a day. She had a cast on, had to hobble in with crutches because she went skiing in the Alps, got hurt, came back. I'm not missing a day of school. And she told us that the first day of the class. She's like, just so you know, I never miss class. I have perfect attendance. I have had a bruised rib, did not miss class. I worked through the pain. I am not missing class. Let's have a fun day. She was very energetic and happy.
Oh.
She was very nice.
Just always there.
Always there.
Always there.
And I just want you to leave. But anyway, those are our points. Let's go down them real quick.
All right, so my first point, what was it? Oh, more women would die because more women would kill them. Schools would be separated by gender, and women would take over the world and enslave all the men.
Get it. My points were shopping stores will have bigger security, fast security. My second point is that more moms would be in jail for murdering kids. And my last point is that teachers will get paid more, got that side hustle. And that's the show. Eve, where can they find you?
You can find me on the Twitter, Miss Lovely _. Say it with me if you have the energy. Curves.
I went rockerish very loud, like.
That's why your throat hurt.
It does probably. That's probably why my.
And then you got Dave Baroni.
It's a Christian. I did it like a Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, like that. And that's the show, guys. Thanks for listening. You are the best. We love you. You're the greatest. Have a great day. Bye.